Happy Sunday, and thank you all for coming out to spend a little time with me on this beautiful, beautiful Sunday. Kiki Prime Baby, thank you for being here. It's good to see you. Let me see who else I see. I'm sorry. Um, Truth and Reason, great to see you. Sharika Chicago, hey girl, hey Nurse Shay, hey Boo Doo, Carolina Blue, what's going on? Rockwell, accountability. There is few and far between over here where we are, Rockwell. Pity Pete, how are you? Very Carrie, thank my mom for being here. Big Set, hello, how are you? Okay, so um, hey Miss Queenie, how you doing? I um I found something like really, really funny when uh, right before I went live, Angie Vlogs, how are you? Right before I went live, someone who never goes, never knows, I don't go over there. And what that lady talking about? Barbecue. I found it awful funny that he actually dropped down in my chat yesterday. Oh, barbecue, she's mad at me because I blocked her. Oh, but Jay Wilson, it seems like you're quite perturbed that you're blocked yourself. It seems like you're in your feelings. You're so upset that you had the nerves to drop down in my chat like it was an honor. Nothing about you is an honor, such as much like your hand in marriage. That's not an honor to mock. You're a 53-year-old slut who who can't by any means have a regular relationship. So, okay, let's talk about Pastor Jay Wilson. So, you want to get over there and talk about me being lonely. You have shown no nothing that is relationship worthy. Nothing about your whole life has been relationship worthy. You're a pump and dump, secret skeet type of person. Nobody wants you, Jay Wilson. Nobody wants to be in any type of relationship with you, and you definitely know that. So for you to come out and say anything about me, a married woman, I have nothing to prove to you, Jay Wilson. You're out here on the YouTube streets trying to prove something that we know is not true. You're out here trying to prove like somebody wants you. Jay Wilson, so how are the wedding plans going? Jay Wilson, this whole year you have been haunting around about this engagement, but you're not engaged, Jay Wilson. And everybody knows it because everybody knows Mark doesn't want to deal with you. I think Mark may have gotten sober, and that's the only reason Mark was able to deal with you as long as he did deal with you. Okay, so, hey, viewers of you, how you doing? Oh, and another cute little thing. Hey, viewers of you. Hey, Charlie, how are you? Voodoo Bardo, hello, how are you doing? The link is pinned. If anybody wants to hit the link to help me talk about Jay Wilson. Jay Wilson, so you chose to come out here and you are so in your feelings that you're talking about my dry lady parts. Jay Wilson, you don't know anything about lady parts. We know that the only way your lady parts get wet and moist is if they bring the lube. So you want to talk about that, Jay Wilson? Talk about what you know, Jay Wilson. What you know is nut going up a butt. That's what you know. You know nothing about lady parts. You haven't seen a woman part since you came out of one, Jay Wilson. Let's talk about what you really know, Jay Wilson. And you're used to seeing the man parts in the closet that you hid in until your 50s. That's where you're used to seeing those parts at, in a closet, because you hate yourself and you hate everything about you. But you want to come out here and try to make people believe that you're proud of yourself. Someone who wants to talk about all these degrees and never had a career his entire life. You never had a career. You don't know what a career is. Do you think I care about what you say about a financial status that I have never put on YouTube? People who have it don't have to come out here and talk about it. See, that's one thing about people who have. See, the people who want to present as is always out here talking about it. That would be you, Jay Wilson. You begging for potato salad ingredients, Jay Wilson. We know you don't have it. We see you have never had it. You cannot even keep a career. You cannot even keep a job, Jay Wilson. You want to go back to school, back to school. I'm going back to school. So I haven't heard you talking about pretending to want to care to intune the dearly departed anymore, Jay Wilson. So you've already fallen off of that. Oh, the student aid money came in and you just dropped out and after you got the financial aid, Jay Wilson. Is that what happened with the mortician school? Because you sure haven't been talking about that love of your life. You found one less place to drag people like you dragged the dead bodies at the funerals that you sing for, Jay Wilson. Oh, what a loss, Jay Wilson. But you surely can't drag a coochie because you know nothing about them. The only coochie you know about, Jay Wilson, is your own big clit that you have hanging out at the Planet Fitness. See, this is the only coochie you know about. Look at that. The dang on banner is covering up that little coochie. Jay Wilson, this is the only coochie that you know about. Your own coochie is the only coochie that you know about. So let's get further into this. He comes over here, and I was allowed to run free in her chat, and her mods must don't know. Jay Wilson, you were quickly blocked. So you over there lying. See, you just run your mouth. You just talk to lie. You don't care what comes out of your mouth. You have no character. You're a blatant liar, Jay Wilson. And it's quite pathetic that you need money so badly that you would go over to your channel and say that you ran roughshod in my chat because no one blocked you was a blatant lie. But you don't care because you are so poverty stricken that you need these little pennies, nickels, and dimes that YouTube is going to give you, that you would actually go live for the 11th time, 12th time, 15th time on yesterday to talk about a total blatant lie that anybody who was in my chat saw. But you're talking to a bunch of dummies over there. You're really talking to a bunch of dummies. Well, not everybody's a dummy over there, but the ones who amen you on the stuff, a bunch of dummies. A bunch of dummies. Jay Wilson. So you want to say, oh, that yeah, she got so mad she spun around on her hover round. Jay Wilson, everybody knows that that's a blatant lie. Everybody knows that that's a blatant lie. But you guys can cash out me for my wheelchair battery fund. I am always accepting cash out for my wheelchair battery fund. So Jay Wilson, you want to talk about, oh, she spun around on her hover round and snickered. He. Well, Jay Wilson, wasn't it your very own Ride or Lives that I got a picture of that you were so mad and you were so angry? Wasn't that the guest that you had on your boat? An old woman and her old dude with a cane, an old woman in a hover round. So I hope that she finds that funny as well. I really hope that she finds that funny because, see, the only people are in hover rounds are the people who are going on a trip to see your dead ass. Those are the only people on hover rounds. That's the only thing that is attracted to you, an old bitch in a hover round. Okay, so let's be real clear on that. Ciao, bye. Okay. Hey, your true crime bartender. Doreen, truly best. Miss T, I know you effing lying. No, we're not lying. Hey, V, how are you? Happy Sunday. Geechee girl, how are you doing? Okay, Charlie. Let me see if I have anybody else that I missed. Hey, William Carruthers. Congratulations on your prize. Jay Wilson, you would have went over there and could thank me and LSA for letting you know that you had actually won a prize in the competition yesterday. You know, be it for lackluster opening, you won a prize. And the fact that you came in my live after I did 2 hour and something live and was on the last competitor, in the live, the cutest dog. And then to say that a view, I was begging a view is a view to stay on my panel because I didn't know how to do a show by myself. Jay Wilson, I have never seen you put up anything but a link for people to click on your show. So let's start there. Okay. So you want to talk about I couldn't hold my own show and I was begging a view is a view to stay up there. I was very thankful for a view. I always enjoy a view and I understood exactly what a view is a view was saying. A view is a view. Chose to step down. I was just reassuring of you as a view that I had taken care of the situation. But you want to say that I was begging her because I was scared that I couldn't go on with my show and that I turned nasty with a view. See, you just lied to lie. Oh, she got upset. She was angry. And you hear what she said? We're gone. No, we didn't hear that. No, we didn't hear that. So you're just a liar that lies to lie. You're so poverty stricken that you have to come on here and tell any type of lie in the world to try to get numbers over there to your channel. So Jay Wilson, what I really need you to do, I really need you to do something that I'm pretty sure that you're quite astute in. While you over here talking about barbecue, while you're over here talking about barbecue, Jay Wilson, I need you to get on your job, Jay Wilson. The only job that you are notably good at, I'm sure. Hey, Gummy Bama, how are you? I need you to get on a job that you may be better suited for. Jay Wilson, I need you to get your ass up and I need you to do what you do well. I need you to be the fluffer that you are. I need you to go over there and fluff up that haggard looking tree that you have up. See, because I know you fluff a many a dicks and balls in your life, but I need you to put those skills to work on that paltry little tree that you have set up there. And Jay Wilson, so I hear that you are now combining, hey, D Love, how are you? And I hear that you're now combining your challenges because you decided that so close to Christmas that you may not be able to grift 2 days 2 days from your subscriber 1 day apart. I think you realize that you're not going to be able to grift money 1 day apart on 2 days right before Christmas. So you decided to combine your partly little competition. One idea which you stole from Dovey, and surely the other one you stole from the wreath competition. Jay Wilson, I need you to really try to do better because what you did last night was nothing but a tantrum. So you're mad that you got blocked for my page. Oh, she's mad. No, you're mad, Jay Wilson, and you're poor, and it shows. It shows everything about you. All we have to do is look at your shoes. Any grown man knows that you can tell a man's worth by his shoes, not by his proclamations of how big his YouTube checks are. Because anybody who's a content creator knows that YouTube is not writing no big check for those numbers that you get over there, Jay Wilson. There's no big checks coming from YouTube over there. So you can spare any and everybody. Why are big content creators with hundreds of thousands of people complaining about their payment of $800 per YouTube video going down to $6 and $7? So you think that Jay Wilson is making a lot of money on YouTube? Jay Wilson is making pennies on YouTube. So let's start with the real facts. See, I don't depend on YouTube to supplement any part of my income. Can you say the same, Pastor Wilson? No, I don't come on here for money to pay any bills. Okay? Can you say the same, Pastor Wilson? And on top of it, I don't come on here to beg for the rest, to pay the rest of my bills. No, I don't do that. See, that's your testimony, sister girl. That is your testimony. You closeted, ashamed of yourself, fat, funky, always eating at night, big bitch. That's your testimony. I don't turn on the camera because I don't have to turn on the camera. Why would I? What is the challenge of turning on the camera for someone who has decided they're not going to turn on the camera? So you sit your big, fat, doxing ass over there and think that you're saying so much, but I see you want to talk about everything else except for you having having the ability to tell Jay Dunn who was plotting on her, but you decided to keep your mouth closed, Jay Wilson. I see you don't want to talk about that. Talk about something that really matters. Talk about the fact that you knew that these people were going to go and play in someone's real life, someone who has a real job, who has a real career that she actually went to school for. See, that's why you hating bitches are targeting her in the first place, because you are people who could not achieve at least that. See, you hate that you want to speak down on Jay Dunn because you're jealous of Jay Dunn. You're jealous that Jay Dunn was able to eke out a good living, and you cannot stand that. See, you want Jay Dunn to be less than you. So, of course, you would sit over there with your mouth closed while you driving people to the airport day after day after day, bragging about 6, 7, 8, 9 degrees in absolutely nothing that would garner you a career. See, why don't you talk about those things? See, because people just don't bring doxing shit to me. You know why? People don't bring that to me because I don't indulge in that shit. And you know why they bring it to you? Because you do. That's why they bring it to you. So let's be real clear on it. So why don't you talk about surrounding yourself with people who try to bring harm to people's real life? But you want to talk about what somebody did to you. Oh, they called my job. Well, you told them to. Did you not tell them to? Is that what happened? Or they just called? Or did you tell them to do that? Because you're dumb. You're absolutely an idiot. Okay, let me see what you guys have to say. Hey, LaWanda Dix. How are you doing? Okay. Nah, not at all. He's a lot of things, but jealous of SSI. Oh, I'm not. Listen. Okay, Gummy Bama. I think he's that. You don't know that, Ronnie Q. Dumb ain't shit in her career. Jum ain't do shit in her career in years. Okay, I don't know that. I thought that she was. I thought that she had a thriving career. So I don't know that. So maybe Gummy Bama is letting us on to something. Gummy Bama cannot stand Jay Dunn, so she would not let. Okay, say the person's name isn't Jay Dunn. Okay, we're gonna take Jay Dunn out of because I'm definitely not caping for it. Okay, I'm not gonna explain this anymore. Wilson gives me academic cheater vibes, like Jay Dunn too. Okay, okay, I can definitely see and academic cheater vibes. Surely Jay Wilson isn't a cheater. Like he said that Tim wrote his book on I forget that and he get the idea from Heidi, who probably can't even sign her name 364 of the 365 days a week because she appears to be such a coked up bitch. So he gets this idea about Timothy Blaine being a cheater, but Gummy Bama thinks that you cheated your way through school, Jay Wilson. So we're gonna take names out of the equation for Gummy Bama. She hasn't done much. Every industry job has. She was interning. I seen her resume. Okay, I haven't seen her resume, but did she have a job? Was she gainfully employed in her industry that she was actually went to college for? That I'm not talking specifically about her resume, Gummy. I'm talking about someone who is gainfully employed in the field that they actually went to school from. Jay Dunn is in her own class. Okay, let's take Jay Dunn's name off of this because I don't want this to be about Jay Dunn. This is not about Jay Dunn. This is about someone who had information, who who was bought information from doxing motherfuckers who are so hateful that they decided to touch Jay Dunn in their real life. And are we going to overlook the fact that the whole proclamation that the celebrity pig made was, she doxed me, she doxed me, Jay Dunn doxed me, when in fact 7 Stars came out with a video who said herself, no, Jay Dunn didn't dox you, Kimmy, I doxed you. So where's the retort for those facts, Kimmy? Where are the retorts for the fact that Jay Dunn was not the one who doxed you per 7 Stars? I don't know. You know, I can't get bogged down in the minutia of the doxing people, because that's not my thing. See, all of you gets what your hands called for, all of you. But some of you don't have anything to dox for. Some of you have not been able to scratch out any type of career. Some of you don't have shit to dox for. So there's that. People out here doxing people, then cry when people return the favor to them. Exactly. You know, so, you know, I am not really up on who dox who and da-da-da-da-da, but I know that I saw a video. I didn't even watch 7's video. I just saw the title of 7's video. Well, Wilson has no room to talk. Taking folks past tours on Tracy Cake's home. I just went on a public street. I just went on a public street. No, you went on a public street. You pointed out the home. You laughed and cackled about it. Then you said, let's turn here and make a U-turn and go back around. That's what you did on a public street. Pointing at, look at the mops on the balcony. Look at this. Ooh, look at this. That's what you did, Jay Wilson. You did all of that on a public street. So I'm wondering if Tracy Sudam, if somebody else from YouTube was to drive past your house and pointing and taking people on tours by your house on that public street, how would you feel about it? But when New Mexico shook your ass, you were on the phone to the cops. But you had the nerve to do all these guided tours past Tracy's house. And then months later, who do we see doing a walk around, walking through the security gates at this same person's abode? Who do we see? None other than Stomp Down walking up to an actual apartment door in this big complex. Okay, so Jay Wilson, you think everything's cute until it happens to you. But then you want to get on the phone call. This man is crazy. You're not crazy for taking all these people who do not like her, who you know do not like her, who said that they were going to fight her and beat her up. But your hands are all clean. You were just driving past down a public street. You wasn't doxing. You doxed Tony Sotomayor down to his mama's church. When Tony Sotomayor hit your link, you had to go to work so quickly. Oh, I had to go to work, and we can do this later, and we'll do this later, and I'll be back, and we can do this later. Okay, what job do you have? I guess you had an Uber run because you were gone for about 45 minutes or less, and then you came back with a full dossier on Tony Sotomayor, his mama, his mama's church, what his mama believed in, and the whole 9 yards. So you're not a doxer, Jay Wilson? Please. He was scared of Tony Sotomayor. Yes, exactly. He didn't even want to have a conversation with Tony Sotomayor. So the best he could do was go pull up information that about Tommy Sotomayor's life that I'm sure Tommy already knew about his life. So if you weren't Tommy already knew these things about his life, but you felt the need to try to put this information out. And trust you me, I am not a Tommy fan. You decided to put this information out to try to embarrass somebody. But everybody should think it's okay because of the things that Tommy Sotomayor says. I don't agree with nothing. I don't recall anything. Well, maybe 1 or 2 things about government that Tommy has said. But I tell you what, just because I don't agree with what he says does not make it okay to go and find out his public or private information and come out here and try to embarrass him and to shut him down from having a conversation with you. You doxed him. Hey, the real K-Fit, how are you doing? Okay, so as far as let me see. The fact that he keeps trying to justify his actions concerning Tracy just lets me know how he feels guilty about it because he knows he was wrong. Okay, Voodoo, let me tell you. Okay, Voodoo. Okay, that is a real great comment. See, Voodoo, see the thing about this is what he did was dangerous. What he did was dangerous. And see, people seem to want to overlook the fact that he put her in danger. He put her in grave danger. Now we see Stump Down walking around her complex on several locations. And uh, okay, you can say he could try to play it off like, oh no, I was just in the neighborhood and I was going to the store. But when you go up to an actual apartment door, I'm not saying it was her apartment door, but when you actually go up to an apartment door and step back from the apartment door and show the door up and down, see what you did was you put the girl in danger. And oh, you can say, oh well, I didn't do nothing. I didn't have nothing to do with that Stomp Down. Well, I beg to differ. I beg to differ because you were the catalyst who actually showed the actual store that Stomp Down went to when he went to her neighborhood. So Jay Wilson, who do you think you're fooling? You can say you didn't just because you want to have deniability, plausible deniability in this fact, but we all know, and well, I don't know what y'all know, but I am of the opinion that Jay Wilson also gave Stump Down that information as well. I'm not going to play dumb. What he did, what he's doing is very, very dangerous. And Voodoo, let me tell you something else. Okay, so I get somebody who came to me to watch a certain little thing. Okay, so now it's awful strange that these men come out here and they dox people information and they do all this dirty stuff, and then they want to play like they're playing politics. Oh, it's done on both sides. No, actually it's not done on both sides. See, because for all those fake tears and quivering and all this type of stuff that went on with that person who you hopped on their link for the very first time, let me tell you something. I never bought any of their family members into what happened on YouTube. This person sat up there and said, fuck my dead mother, bought up my husband, and then went on to lie, malign me. Okay, see, these are things that I didn't do. And he did far more in the doxing arena on his platform. Okay, so we both did things, but don't try to put me in the category of you. See, don't try to act like you're so sorry for some shit when you did some real diabolical lying and doxing. See, so those tears mean absolutely nothing to me because what you did was you came out here and you put my life in jeopardy. You put my life in harm's way. So I don't know if a crazy bitch like Stomp Down will be walking around my neighborhood soon. So fuck them tears and fuck the bullshit. These motherfuckers want to sit up here and dox people and put out doxing information about people and then quiver their lips and think that it makes it better. No, it does not make it better. These motherfuckers want to sit up here and bring your dead mother into something about YouTube and then talk about trust, communication, and we had a breakdown. Oh, so what was the whole situation about? What was the whole situation about? She's upset because a missed phone call. So what you're saying was I was trying to communicate with you. But I was feeling some kind of way, and I don't know why I was feeling bratty that day. So what you said was she was trying to communicate with you, but you was being a dick, and you thought that you were the one who feed her a whole bowl full of bullshit. But you found out I ain't the one. I'm not the one. I don't know who the fuck you thought I was, but I don't play that shit. The community. I don't know how it broke down. I don't know. It just broke down. If we didn't communicate, yeah, you communicated all the foul shit, all the foul lies, all the doxing information that you wanted to communicate. But now all of a sudden, it went both ways. No, I hit you with the same shit you hit me with. So there's that. Fuck them tears, fake ass bitch. Yeah, you miss it, and you're gonna continue to miss it because I don't miss you. Not one bit. I don't miss anybody who's shown what a disgusting human being that they truly are. I take you at your word, and I miss you not. There's nothing about this motherfucker that I miss at all. I'm asking you, this is this no, well, it started out about Jay Wilson, and then it went into that other bitch who was over there trembling his lips and wiping this. I miss Ronnie Q. It just we both said things and not admit to him doxing me, not admit to him saying things about my husband and my dead fuck me and my dead mother. It rolled into that based on Voodoo's comment. So hey, something sweet. Thank you for being here. So your tears means absolutely nothing to me. Fuck you, bitch. Yes, I am going to say fuck you, bitch, and goodbye. I don't give a fuck about you or your tears. Yes, Voodoo. Exactly. Okay. So let me see what else you guys are saying. No, I was on someone else. Voodoo's comment made me pivot to something else that I remember that I had saw, and I thought that was so laughable. You can pull your motherfucking stunts and games to make people on YouTube think that you are so repentant and so sorry for what you said. But what in your whole, oh, I'm sorry, and things were said on both sides. Good afternoon, Soul Sister, Soul Sister #1 show. But what actually you did was some deplorable stuff. Number one, he's never been a husband. Number two, tell him to have a talk with his dead mama. Okay, no. We're not talking about Jay Wilson. We're talking about Duchess Kelly Love with the dead mama stuff. But Jay Wilson will never be a husband. Jay Wilson will never be a husband. Talking about I'm lonely. I have a full husband here. I like Jay Wilson. You will never be husband material because you can never have a career to foster and garner a whole relationship. You will never be mature enough to foster and garner a whole relationship. You never get off of dick apps long enough to foster and procure a loving relationship with another person. You're a whole trick out here in these streets, Jay Wilson. Wait, you talking about marriage? You want to talk about marriage, something you never have? That's something you will never have. Mark don't want you. Mark was a blazing alcoholic. Every time we saw Mark was puffy-faced, red-faced drunk. What you had was a puffy-faced, red-faced drunk. And you act like he was the cream of the crop because you ain't never had no man. Mark was your first boyfriend. You go out, you running around YouTube like a 13-year-old. After 2 weeks, you was in love with a nigga who was. Is Mark the married guy? Did we figure out if Mark was the married guy who was going to leave his wife after his kid got of age? Let's figure. Was Mark that guy? He left the wife. And then he left you too, Jay Wilson. Is that Mark? Was that Mark? See, that's what I want to know. I was losing it yesterday when someone said that Mark had a secret family somewhere. The first Jay Wilson came on here bragging about, oh, I'm going to Mark's parents' house for Thanksgiving. And then as closer it got to Thanksgiving, he finally let it fall out that Mark's ex-wife was also going to be in attendance at this Thanksgiving dinner. And why was Mark's ex-wife going to be, and his son? Why was Mark's ex-wife and the son going to be at the Thanksgiving dinner? Because Jay Wilson knows that he would not have been welcome at Mark's parents' house without that beard there. So Jay Wilson's whole life is a lie. Everything that he does is a lie. He cannot live out loud with Mark, and Mark was not living out loud with him. So all of this talk about my boyfriend and this, that, and the other, like he's a schoolgirl, was a whole pot of caca, a whole pot of BS. And if you looked at it, you could see it for exactly what it was. Hey, Detach Myself, how you doing? OG Beauty, how you doing? Child, how does that work? Exactly, how does that work? But it seems like it's not working anymore. So Jay Wilson is a mad, bitter, driving around in his Uber. And who raised him? Exactly who raised Jay Wilson with all this smacking and chewing in the microphone? I'm eating. Okay, so you decide to go live. And then you decide to eat while you're live. Number one disgusting thing. But then you cannot eat without sounding like a cow. You sound like a cow chewing a curd while you're eating and talking and smacking and just unmannered and just so He's just a mess. Hey, Dirty Cho Choose, how are you doing? Good to see you. Okay, let me see what else. Okay. I would have been moved in with my boo and this in his mini mansion Airbnb / grounded spot if I was Mark. They are not that serious. Exactly. I don't even think, yeah, they are definitely not that serious. So, so disgusting. Yes, he chews like you, Meech. Jay Wilson, when he goes live, sounds like he is exactly you sitting behind the microphone chewing. Hey, Dr. Soapy, how you doing? Good to see you. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, that's all I really had to say. First of all, Jay Wilson, you mad? You mad because I blocked your cooch from my chat? Oh, she's mad. She's mad that I blocked her from my chat. She was being disrespectful. Jay Wilson. Okay, what did I do to be disrespectful to you in your chat? Mm-hmm. Let's figure that out. What did I do that was disrespectful? No, Jay Wilson, you were on your period that day, and everything that I typed, you were looking at it like I had did something to you, like I had stuck a dildo up your ass, and it wasn't long enough. So every day, every comment that I made, you were mad about it. And you were talking about, oh, my Volvo, my lease Volvo from what's the fucking place? Uber. My Uber lease Volvo. You were talking about your new Volvo so much. And I said something that was actually being said. The people, I put it in your terms when I want to say something that may not be factual. Well, the people are saying this, and the people are saying. Well, the people were actually saying that Stomp Down had bought the Volvo for you. I had actually saw that somewhere. I think Stomp Down got Jay Wilson that Volvo. See, that was when you were all in bed with Stomp Down. So you want to distance yourself from Stomp Down, but you and Stomp Down were good Judies back in the day. So is that how Stomp Down got enough information on Tracy to actually go and walk up to her apartment door? But if that dumb bitch don't care, I definitely don't care. But I'm just saying the correlation between you and Stomp Down, who you try to act like you have no. I don't know that man. I seen him before, and he looks good, but now all of a sudden you don't know him. I ain't never seen him. We ain't friends. We ain't friends like that. So Jay, I said, the people are saying that Stomp Down bought that Volvo for Jay Wilson, and then he blocked me, and all of a sudden I have been so disrespectful, and I am so mad, and I am this and I am that. But let's be clear that Jay Wilson, I don't care. I actually don't care. And you're the gift that keeps on giving, because you're obtuse and you don't even understand what a joke that you really are. But trust and believe a lot of people on these YouTube streets see you for what you really are. See, while you want to act like you're such a grand dam, Jay Wilson, you're a peasant. You're an actual begging, grimy, on your belly peasant. You're actually a peasant. Ugh, child. Anyway, so I just came to let you guys know that Pam and I have no problem. Jay Wilson, try harder, really try harder. I thank Pam and UNC Girl for showing up on my competition yesterday. And oh, Pizarro, let me talk about Pizarro for 1 second. I was over in King Roman's news this morning, and then here comes this loudmouth ghetto ass bitch in here talking. Oh, that competition. Well, hey, Lady Nika, that competition was so bad. It was so biased. It was so this. It was so that. It was so lackluster. No, she didn't say lackluster. That's not her term. So here she comes. We're talking about how bad the show was. Pizarro, I'm not looking for your approval, bitch. I'm definitely not looking for your approval. See, are you serious? Are you're mad about something like this when you have what goes on your show, but you talk about what's biased? You sitting up here caping for uppity, who we heard verbally abuse her daughter, and most likely physically abuse her daughter, and you think I give a fuck about what you think about my biases? Bitch, you need to be biased about something more upgrade than what you're biased about. Trying to be a contrarian about some bullshit and upping somebody who is verbally abusing an alleged autistic child, bitch. You think I give a fuck about what you think about my biases, bitch? Don't talk to me about biases. And furthermore, bitch, learn to understand when people are saying that this was a compiled score of people who chose the categories and who voted and put whoever they wanted to be in the categories, and whoever got the most numbers, that's who won this competition, you simple ass bitch. Okay, and Jay Wilson, another thing this dumb with Jay Wilson had the nerves to say that I acted like that award show yesterday was my idea. That award show was not my idea. I was given that award show the night before to say that, hey, can you do this? Because, it would be good if we do a show on the winners for this contest. See, I never act like it was my idea. I gave the credit to the person who actually was the producer of the idea. Okay, so let's not try to act like I tried to pretend like that was my idea. If I wanted to pretend like it was my idea, it wouldn't have been labeled the Lipstick Alley 2023 award show. So how, like all the lies and all the mishmashing, I don't need to pretend like I have content. I can come out here and I create content. But see, you dumb motherfuckers don't want to hear the real content. So you hear for bullshit. And when you don't get the real bullshit like you wanted, you just go make up lies about the content that I actually do. See, unlike you motherfuckers, I can talk about things other than other people. See, that's the only thing you motherfuckers can talk about. Jay Wilson, your topics on politics and anything about the world and what's going on around you is surface. It's headline surface. I haven't read the article, but I read the headlines type of shit. Motherfucker, you cannot talk about anything in depth without getting your ass on your back and not wanting to hear the other side of an argument, you dumb bitch, because you're surface, because you cannot dig deep into conversation, because you cannot say, oh, the simple words, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. See, that is the one phrase that keep dumb motherfuckers like you in the dark, because you don't want to learn from anybody, and you don't want to even put forth the effort to learn about the things that you're speaking on. So that's why you only speak about people, because you're a shallow surface ass, ignorant ass bitch. Hey, hey Indigo, how are you? Hey, Excuse me. I'm sorry. I went off on a tangent. Angie, how are you doing, Angie? So that's it, and that's all I have to add to this whole conversation about Jay Wilson and, of course, diaper booty. So with that, I'm gonna let you go. Fuck diaper booty and his fake tears. Go cry your ass somewhere, and fuck bad Tuck Wilson and his coochie cutter shorts that he walk around on YouTube lotioning them old ashy legs, showing his crotch like somebody really wants to see it, because both of them are full of bullshit. Okay, so that's all that I have on those two grimy bitches. So I want to remind you about the Perfect Pet Contest, which is Saturday, December 16th at 1 p.m. You must put your pet through 3 obedience commands of your choice. And if they are pets that don't take commands, you can do an obstacle course with 3 different obstacles. The harder the command or obstacle, the higher your score will be. We will have 3 judges, and I think the judges are going to judge on 2 categories, 3 judges and a poll in the chat. They will be judging from 1 to 4, lowest to highest, and then all of the scores will be combined to figure out who is the ultimate winner of the Perfect Pet competition. If there will be one winner takes all. And if you want to contribute to the prize pot, you are more than welcome to contribute to the prize pot. Just put prize pot in the memo section of the Cash App, $ Ronnie Q. And also, if you look on my community wall, I have a flyer up for the Secret Santa giveaway, where the content creators give back to the contestants. To the subscribers. So we have 2 things coming up, and Lady Nika has her ugly Christmas sweater, which is Christmas Eve. So you can go on her wall, or Lady Nika, if you're still here, you can tell me what time your ugly Christmas sweater contest is. But yeah, we have quite a few little Christmas things coming up. So you can go and watch that mosh pit of a decoration show that Jay Wilson is judging, where you don't have to decorate the tree at all. You don't have to show yourself decorating anything, because he's not that invested. It's just a money grab for Jay Wilson. You can come over and you can buy the tree out of the box like he did. Don't even bother to fluff the little poor thing up. And Jay Wilson is a professional fluffer, so you would think that his tree would be a little more fluffed out than this. So you can go over there and watch that bullshit if you want to. But Jay Wilson, eat a dick. I know you're a professional at it. All right. Thank you guys for being here, and I had a great time. Okay, Lady Nika's ugly. Oh shit! It's on the 22nd. Okay, so Lady Nika, I thought it was on the 24th. Okay, so Lady Nika's is the 22nd at 7 Central Standing Time, Central Standard Time. So my give back to the subscriber is at 3, 4, 5. So that would be, so I'm gonna move my. That's a Friday. I'm gonna have to move the either time or the date of the Secret Santa, because I didn't know it was on the 22nd, but I did know that you had a standing date, but I wasn't sure of the date. So the Secret Santa will be going on. It's going to be either earlier in the day, but that is a Friday. That is a work day. So you guys be on the internet when y'all at work anyway. So yes, just stay around and just drop your Cash App in the chat, and we want the content creators to get back to you. So I'm just going to move the time up earlier so it won't flap over Lady Nika's ugly Christmas sweater competition. So look for the updated information on the 22nd for the give back, where the subscribers give back to where the content creators get back to the subscribers. So yeah, that's all I have on today. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your Sunday and the week ahead. And thank you for dropping by. I greatly appreciate it. Yes, the ugly Christmas sweater party. Yes. All right. You guys have a great day. All right. Bye-bye.